can you tell us about your work with Robert Vaughn in the 5th season of the A-Team?
Talk about it.
Robert Vaughn, 60s and the A-Team. That was your question.
No, well, of course he was with the man. He was Frank Lupo's, one of Frank Lupo's favorite actors, the Man from U.N.C.L.E. And he loved Robert Vaughn. And Vaughn was a very nice man. I mean, he was very nice. But we all knew that was the kiss of death, the end. Once they start bringing in other actors,
it interrupted the chemistry.
Yes,
like I'm interrupting him.
Totally. So, but he was, he was wonderful. But we knew that was the end. And so we didn't understand why Eddie Velez was being brought in at all. And so when you don't understand why anything is happening, it's a sign of demise. So yeah, it was.
And Demirs too.
And Demirs. Demise, Demirs,
Demirs, them nose.
Them nose.
But them eyes first. Demirs. It's a sign of them nose.
It's hard to talk to.
It's a joke. It's a joke. That was actually very funny.
Funny.
In Flemish, it would be. How do you say it? Okay, next question.
Question for both. If you can choose, what kind of role would you play?
I would play God. I ought to be God. Now, if we could choose what kind of a role you could, it's neither one of us have ever got to. It's a hard thing for most actors because you never enters your mind that you're going to get to choose what you want to do. So you just are happy that somebody offers you a job. I suppose what I got to do is really what I wanted to do. Is why I'm sort of content with the little tiny career I have. I didn't do many things, but I got to play characters that were the kind I like to do. I like doing comedy, and I like to do. I would have liked to have done some romantic comedy movies, but I didn't get to do that too much.
In many ways, I agree with. No, in all ways, I agree with what Dirk just said. And but I've thought about it frequently. What would I say to a young actor today, and to a young actor in the United States today? I would say, don't follow our path, which was repertory theater, and I say become a stand-up comic and be in control of yourself and your material and show yourself, because that's how there are more comics on television today and in the theater actually than there are actors. Reality TV has taken over, so that's so there's not a lot of work for actors in television, I in some ways, I am starting over. I'm trying to get into radio, which is like stand-up, and I don't know whether I'll make it or not, but
maybe you keep sitting down when you do that show, isn't it? So it's not stand-up. If you would stand up,
but I do stand up.
Do you stand up?
I stand up at home. Yes, I stand up.
Oh, you're doing the show.
I stand up at home.
You still do it from the toilet?
I don't do it that from.
When I was guessing, I would sit on the toilet and then flush it every now and then, doing a radio show, because you can do it from anywhere.
Not a question.
Yeah, hi guys. Thanks for all the great years on the A-Team. I'm sorry, Dwight, I got a question for Dirk.
Don't apologize.
Yeah. So there's a lot of talk of your son playing soccer, coming to Belgium. He tested with Lierse. I heard you say on the last show that he was going to test for a couple more clubs. But how realistic is the chance of you actually moving to Belgium if he gets a contract? Because that
depends how much they pay him. I don't know if he'll be able to support me in the manner to which I've grown accustomed. Now his name is Roland, and definitely. I raised my two children more or less by myself. I was kind of a Mr. Mom for about 15 years, from the time they were 3 and 5, until they graduated from high school. So I'm really, really close to my two younger sons, and I love being around them, and I especially love watching Roland playing football. So I would be over here. I might be here for 2 or 3 months, depending on what team and how much he's playing. I'm pretty sure he's going to get signed, because he's certainly good enough. He was over here already, so he's got that. It's a bit like the acting profession. Just because you're talented enough, good, you got to find the right part gotta find the right team, with the right manager, with the right style. They recognize certain things, you know, about you as a player. So I'll definitely be here. So then I'll become part of the Belgian framework. What do you call it?
Society.
Society.
Yeah,
Thank you.
society.
Hello, thank you. You always wanted to something know about the opening credits of the A-Team. You have the Battlestar Galactica Cyclops passing by. Was this intentional or was this something coincidence?
It was coincidence. I came up with that. We were shooting, we very seldom were on a studio lot. We were always on location. One time we were shooting at Universal Studios, where we made Battlestar Galactica, and as part of that tour, they had Cylons, and we were filming in one of the Cylons that was working the tour, happened to be walking, so I got this idea. We had a scene that started by the band, so I went to the guy in the Cylon and said, hey, would you just, then I went to the director, Tony Mordente, and he goes, what are you talking? I said, at the top of the scene so they could cut it out in editing. It was just an inside joke. There were some Battlestar Galactica fans working in editing for Stephen Cannell. And also the creator of Battlestar Galactica was in sort of a contest with the creator of the A-Team, Glenn Larson and Stephen Cannell, so I thought it might irritate him if he... So it just, at the beginning, I saw him sitting there before the scene, have him just walk by. And I did that, one of those, don't I know you? And then it's like your story about the dog pulling you off. They eventually put it in the credits. So I was quite proud of that. For me, it was a way to acknowledge Battlestar fans.